What's not nearly as attractive as people think? Dudes that are trying to do deep voice because of TikToks. Playing hard to get. Loud, assertive confidence, when you're not an expert on the topic. I am told that exotic sex position are incredible, awkward and physically difficult, which will turn you off quickly. I have a buddy who is constantly showing off his cars, watches, and shoes. He's single and I'm convinced he's doing all that to find a girl. It's not as impressive or attractive as he thinks it is. Those horrendous jacked up lips everyone is getting. Y'all look like you've had an allergic reaction. TikTok boys biting their lip and rubbing their hands. One woman who stitched one boy like that said it right, "You look like a housefly." Stop it. Those massive lips. Just looks like you got stung by a bee. People hear confidence is attractive and think it's attractive to be a huge obnoxious dick who thinks they're better than everyone and doesn't care about how they treat others. Confidence in yourself, like knowing who you are, what you like and being okay with it, is attractive. One-upping people. I get it, you're competitive. You're also kind of a jerk. When they make their inability in something a personality trait. Like, no girl, being a horrible cook isn't a personality trait, nor is being unhygienic. The Instagram look. Flaunting money. I get it, you're rich, doesn't mean everyone else is below you. Those super plump butts that the Kardashians are getting removed, because they can change their body shapes, which is cool, I guess. I read the funniest comment a while back. Kim was wearing tight pants and she literally looked like a toddler sporting a loaded diaper. It's frightening the lengths people go to for aesthetics, but I get it if your image is your brand worth millions/billions. Those Instagram filters that make every girl look exactly alike. What's a minor confession you would like to make today? I entered a Halloween coloring page contest as my little sister and won first place. I have a shopping cart in my backyard. A homeless person left it in my front yard. He took everything out of it, so it was empty. It had a "call this number and we will retrieve this cart" phone number on it. The cart belonged to a big store chain that everyone has heard about. The person who answered asked me to identify the cart. It had some sort of number or word on it, I don't recall. The employee told me the cart came from the store a good 15 miles north of me. And to call that store. Okay? The sign on the cart said to call this number. Nope. They don't do that anymore. Call the other store. I called the other store. They said they were not going to come and get it, because I was outside of their range. Instead I should take the cart to their closer store. Me take the cart? Dude. I'm doing you a solid here just by telling you where it is. Okay, call the local store. Local store says they don't pick up carts that don't belong to them. Tells me to call their cart recovery service, who will deliver the cart. Okay, now we are going somewhere. I call the cart delivery service. They tell me that they will pick up the cart and deliver it. If I pay them $20. What? You should pay me. You know it is against city law to keep a grocery store's cart? You could get arrested for it. Fine. Thank you for that advice. So, on the advice of the cart delivery service, I removed identifying signs from the cart. It now serves as an aluminum can holder in my backyard. I bolted a can crusher to it. When the cart is full, I crush the cans. When I fill a 35-gallon trash can with crushed cans, I toss it in the bed of my truck and cash out. I get about $30 or so for it, a couple of times a year. There was a 3-week period of my life where every day I would purchase a large Dairy Queen Blizzard, then park and consume it alone in my car. One day I finished my Blizzard but wasn't satisfied. By this time I had been going to the same Dairy Queen for so long the drive-thru workers recognized me. Instead of pulling through the drive-thru again, I shamefully drove 20 minutes away to the next Dairy Queen and got another there. A friend I hadn't talked to in a while hit me up with a DM on Twitter and I was like, oh, yay. I haven't talked to them in a long time, only to found out they were pitching their Kickstarter, so it made me a little sad. Currently eating an ice cream sandwich and intentionally concealing it from my 2-year-old so he doesn't demand a bite. I could have finished my entire workload today in maybe 2 hours flat. But I dragged it out. I didn't attend one of my courses when I was studying abroad in Spain. I looked for the classroom on day 1, couldn't find it, just didn't go for the rest of the semester. They chalked it up to an administrative error and I got full credit for the program. My grandfather died today. The only reason I feel sad is that my grandmother is alone. I've been browsing Reddit for 3 hours while I'm supposed to be working. Most of the time when I go to the bathroom at work I don't actually have to go to the bathroom, I just wanna sit down for 5 minutes and not get bitched at for it. Most of the time when I'm on the till at my job, I go to the bathroom to avoid serving certain customers. Deleted. I am the one who clogged the office toilet today. I let my boss think I'm dumb so he gives me less work. I have to interview people at work and I think I'm usually way more nervous than they are. Also, when the interview isn't going well, and they know it, and they know they know it, it's the worst feeling in the world. You just want to give them a hug but for some reason that's unprofessional. What's your ultimate sexual fantasy? A very big and muscular doctor comes into my room and tells me I'm too sick to go to work for 2 days and if anyone says otherwise he will fight them. I just wanna sexually destroy my boss. That's all. The shit I fantasize about with my wife, I'm afraid to even bring up. It could be either hell yes let's do this. Or I picked my shit up off the lawn after hosing all of the pepper spray out of my eyes. Not willing to take that gamble yet. I always wanted to have sex with a really tall girl. I put on my robe and wizard's hat. I just wanna hug bro. Being kissed in my inner thighs. All the unprotected sex I want with no risk of STD or ST. Ada, also no babies. Having a detachable penis. I know it sounds cliché AF but getting handcuffed to a bed frame and a girl riding me until I pass out would probably do it for me. Get a bunch of men together. Make them stand in a circular line. Have everyone sit on the dick of the person behind them. See if the formation is self-supporting. Just woke up from a weird-ass dream where I was a wizard, ran into Vampire Anne Hathaway, who was missing her 2 front vampire teeth so no longer dangerous, in an abandoned building, who then started stripping and then we had sex while she kept asking me to kiss her with her lisp. LMAO. A witch needs cum for a spell or something, so she kidnaps me and takes me to her lair where she just rides me constantly to get my cum. Eventually it's not just about the spell anymore and she just rides me because she like it. Edit, I specifically want a hot witch. I will watch What We Do in the Shadows, 4 Rooms, and read The Commoner. I didn't plan on becoming a porn producer before writing this comment but if someone has a job for me, I would not turn it down. If you know any witches send them my way. I deliver a pizza. The girl don't have money to pay for the pizza. While having sex I win the lottery and get $300 million.